Hello and welcome to the newest installment in A Murder of Crows. This time, The Mountain's Embrace. You have found the heart of Rhiannon, who is the mother of wolves, so to speak. You have learned that there are two types of werewolves in this country, and the first group is basically her kin. Mm-hmm. They are non-contagious. They cannot create more werewolves other than by actually producing actual offspring. And then there is the evil kind that was probably created by Lord Drago himself, which is one of his wings of his army, and they are basically out and about and try to bring people to the dark side by biting them and infecting them with lycanthropy. And now you know where you need to go, because you know where she is buried, or held. She's actually held in the mountains, and in a different mountain range named the Andel Mountains. And you are on your way there. You've been given provisions, you have spent, and you have had a long rest. Mm-hmm. Actually, you have had more than one, because you basically slept and then she came back and then you slept some more. So everything is restored, plus all your hit dice have returned. So you are fully ready to go.
Yes.
You have been given directions. So basically you need to climb down the mountain, and then you have to keep walking, and then you have to climb up another mountain. Now, this time round, you have a couple of werewolves who help you down so that you definitely do not fall, so it's a lot easier. It happens to the best of us, but basically they put you on belay and they basically upside you. So you both arrive and you are fine. Nothing happens. You're fine. And Ruto is still with you. Milady, of course I would not leave you. And he is.
But it would be totally fine, Roto, if you say you have something else or it's too much. We would totally understand and not judge.
Milady. Oh, by the way, have you ever seen the film Labyrinth with David Bowie? Remember the guy with the dog?
Yes.
That's how I envisage Ruto. Of course, that was a fox, but like...
Yeah.
He's a nobleman. He's like,
I get that.
He's milady this, milady that. So that's what he's like. So he's a nobleman, and he has found his, well, not really lady, damsel in distress, but this is like, And
it's an important mission.
It's an important mission. It's a quest. It is a quest. He is a knight. This is how this works. Okay. So, the three of you plus Darling are on your way to the Andel Mountains. And basically, it's a couple of days to get to the foot of the mountains, and you can see that these are really high peaks. So the Wolf's Head peak was high, but it wasn't like an alpine mountain. There wasn't any snow on top. It was just difficult to get to, and it was kind of like a lonely mountain. Here you've got a mountain range, and they are fairly high, and when you look up, you can actually see, even as you're approaching them from the distance, that there's a snow on top. And you also see that the mountain peaks are shrouded in clouds. Mm-hmm. And it's also kind of wet and misty. I mean, it's always wet and misty, but this is particularly unpleasant. So it's really not a nice place, and the weather isn't really very nice either. And basically you have to imagine this like it's a mountain range with mountains overlapping mountains, so you basically have to walk into the mountain range to come out between mountains and then make your way up. And as you do so, you notice that it's almost like a microclimate, because within this huge area that is ringed by these mountains, it's first of all, the trees are slightly different, so you would say the vegetation is different. It is a lot rockier, and you can also see moss growing on rocks, and it seems like, you know, the ground changes. So the ground, you are now walking on rocky ground. So where it used to be like a dirt road when it wasn't paved, it's almost like you are walking on a mountain that has been sunk underneath the earth and is now exposed in places. And around it, more mountains have risen. So it's very different landscape-wise. Okay. So, and also it is extremely humid because the mist that you could see outside, basically surrounding the mountain peaks, kind of descends, and it's warmer, but it's an unhealthy warmth. It's kind of like a little bit like, I would imagine maybe really, I would say a cold day in New Orleans, which I learned isn't actually cold. So it's nothing compared to us, but it's really wet and muggy and blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what you're feeling.
Okay.
So it's a bit uncomfortable in your leather armor, but you know, it can't be helped. So it's a good thing you're not interested in coiffure, because your hair would just not hold any kind of form. Yeah. If you had curls, they would go.
Yeah.
Do you have curly hair or do you have like straight hair?
Oh God, don't ask me a question like that. I'm at the moment not even sure how I look. Wait. Yeah, it would be a bit frizzy. She has wavy hair, not full spring curly, but wavy, and I'm quite sure it's more frizzy at the moment with this humidity.
Yeah. Min is basically, because she's got half her head shaved, she is really annoyed by all of this because the other half is kind of long, and it's usually like an Iroquois shaped thing, which isn't holding up.
Should I just like braid it?
Could you just shave my hair?
I'm not shaving it. Sit down.
Okay, so you take a short rest, yeah.
We would take a short rest and like a little snack, and I would braid her hair, that it's still in a mohawk, but braid it and tie it together at the end with a piece of string or leather, whatever we have. And I would also put mine just together, because I think the sides I always have braided just that they're out of the way, but now the rest is just like, be gone.
Be gone. Okay. So you do that. It's yeah, you can tell that she's really kind of like, you know, this is like a really terrible place way back where I'm from, where it's like this as well. And also people usually get really sick because this heat doesn't do anything for anybody.
It does not, but the braid looks really nice. I rolled a 15, so that's not too bad.
She's impressed. She looks at you and she says, "This looks really good on you." And then she's like, "I hope that I don't. Do I look ugly?"
I'm quite sure I would have like a pocket mirror or something like that. Coming from basically a city, I think I would have like a compact, something small, just like holding it up for her. It looks amazing.
She says, "Oh, I really need to touch up that color," because she's got dyed hair. It's like really, unless, can you do something magical to my hair? You once gave me blue hair by eating your bubble gum.
Yeah, not really.
Okay. I thought since you can make yourself look so menacing, and with your wings and everything, and you know, no, nothing doing.
Sadly, no. Nothing that I can do. I can make it shimmer for a few minutes, but that's all.
Maybe if we ever get invited to a party, you could do that for me?
Yes, for sure.
Good.
Let's try to get to it. Maybe up the mountains. It looks drier. And colder.
So do you want to climb even today?
Yeah, I think we will try to get as far as we can. Just because we know also quite sure that quickly enough we will face company that we do not like because they want our stone.
That is true. So you find the path that leads up the mountain, because really there is only one mountain that is actually climbable. It's where the Fane is, you have been told. And the other ones, if you were to start mountaineering and really kind of like get out your pitons and hammer them into the walls and stuff, and picks and that kind of thing, you could probably scale them, but that's not the mountain Fane, because the mountain Fane needs to be kind of accessible because of everybody who's worshipping. So, you know. That doesn't mean it's going to be an easy ascent, but it's not going to be rock climbing and stuff. So you get to the place where you can see the path ascend, and you can already see totems. So these are wooden not wooden planks, wooden, I don't know what you would call them, wooden stelae or sticks, yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah.
With wolves' heads carved into them. And they're quite menacing. So it's not like it's like a wolf's snout, basically crinkled a little bit, and the lips pulled back, and the mandibles exposed, and like really a snarling face, snarling faces. So these are wolves that mean business.
Okay.
Have you ever seen wolves up close and personal in your previous life? You've been a city child, right?
I think the first wolf I've met was when we entered this world and I decided to turn the way that the dungeon master did not say to go to. And we met the wolf and the werewolf. The wolves,
you mean the time when I told you there's more wolves and it's howling more and it looks dangerous? Let's go there. That wolf? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that wolf.
This one looks quite... these carvings look quite lifelike. I'm not saying that they would be turning into wolves, because they are really only this big.
But they're very accurate to what they would look. Okay.
And you would say even like made with more than just a little skill, and definitely some artistry to it.
Okay. They look pretty but frightening at the same time.
Yeah, I think they are supposed to. They're like, shiver all ye who enter.
That's exactly what they're saying.
Okay.
So let's move on as long as we still have light.
Well, you do still have light, and as the light begins to fail, you are making the decision to find a place where you can stay. And I'm not saying that you're kind of like 5 minutes away from darkness. You make an educated guess as to when you should start, and please roll on survival. She has no idea.
I have even less idea.
Okay. You find a perfect spot. You set up camp. Do you want to build a fire?
No. Except it's too cold. Then we need to have a fire. If not, I think... Because the fire, we are getting up now, so the fire will be seen from further away. So if it's not too cold, I think we will try without a fire.
Okay. So, who wants to take first watch? You have 3 people watching.
Roto, first one again?
Of course, milady.
Should I and Min your last, or vice versa? I don't mind either.
Well then, I honestly don't mind. I'm happy to go second or last. Then I'll take second. Somebody has to make a decision.
Okay. And then we would have a little bit to eat, to drink. And then Roto can start his first watch. Let me see, how long does the spell last? 10 feet, 1 hour. That's not much. I think the only thing that we would have on is I have a lantern that you can blend if you need to. So we would definitely have that up and running. At least to have a little bit of light, but not too bright to like give a signal into the distance.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then okay. And then basically Ruto watches first, and you have a little bit to eat, and then you basically also say, Min says to you, well, we will have to do some hunting because this is not gonna last us.
Though they gave us quite a bit of...
Yeah, but
didn't
you've
they
already
give us...
been traveling for about 4 days.
Ah, okay, okay.
Because, I mean, they would have given you more, but it's also a question of how much can you carry.
Of how much I carry, yeah. So next day we will keep eyes and ears open and try to find something. Whatever we can find in the mountains, not too much probably, but we will see.
And then basically it is your turn to watch. So basically Min watches and then she wakes you up. It's your turn, sleepyhead. And she goes to bed.
Quiet.
All quiet.
Okay. I will do a little bit of stretching and just to get basically my body in motion and out of sleep. And then I will sit down. Probably mainly watching... No, I would sit sideways that I can turn one direction down the hill or mountain and the other one up. And just look in between and try to listen.
Roll perception.
Oh, she's 16.
At some point during your watch, you hear the trickling of falling pebbles.
I will give Min a little, nudge.
What is it?
Something is moving.
Where?
I will point in the direction where, and I will slowly... I will not close the lantern completely, but I will dim it as much as I can to just have a tiny bit of light. I'm also not sure, is there any moonlight or is it just pitch black?
Let me get my D4, my trusty D4. On a 1, it's the new moon, and on a 4, it's the full moon.
Okay.
And then we have 2 is waxing, and 3 is waning moon. No, actually, it's 1 is full, 1 is new moon, 3 is full moon, then 2 is waxing, 4 is waning.
4 is then
3. It's a full moon.
Full moon, so we can see something. Okay, then I will close the lantern completely and turn it off.
Okay, then roll one more perception check. Yes, I can hear it too.
12.
You have been alerted, and you have definitely kind of found the direction, and you look. But you can't really see anything. You see the boulders, you see the sheer cliff face. You're absolutely sure that whatever you heard came from there. But you can't see anything except for the stone.
Fire! 9. let's try something. I will... How far away is the stone where we heard the noise from us?
Want to say, well, maybe 3-4 meters, not very far. 10 feet.
Then I will cast a minor illusion of a... Let me see. I can do a sound or an image. I think I would make a sound that is moving, like a rabbit hopping along.
Okay.
And when it's shortly or around the stone, I would cast it again, but then switch it to a bunny just sitting there and just like sniffing. And see if something happens. It can make an intelligence check. Spell save 14 or 14 or above to see that it's an illusion.
Intelligence, you say?
Yeah.
Can I use strength instead? No.
Let me know.
Okay. Let me see. What is the DC again?
14.
Okay.
Not so high.
And if they don't pass that test, what does that
They
do?
think if they don't pass, they think it's a real bunny. If they pass, they see it's an illusion. Not sure if a bunny is interesting for them, but at least they would then see there's a bunny sitting there, just like.
And if they make the test, do they then not see anything at all, or do they just see?
They see it's an illusion. I would imagine it's like it's shimmering or slightly transparent or something like that.
You hear nothing.
I think after a short while, the bunny will just vanish. Can I find a stone or anything close nearby me?
You mean like something you can throw, a pebble?
Throw. Yes.
Yeah.
I will try to throw it, which would be a blank dex, right?
Yeah.
17?
Or even acrobatics, if you have it.
I would have it. No, I don't. No, it would be the same.
Okay, 16 is good. What are you trying to
17.
do?
17. I'm trying to throw the pebble or stone mostly accurate around the area of the stone.
Okay, to elicit... you're trying to hit something, just basically out of the blue trying to hit something.
I think again trying to make a noise and trying to... Maybe I will hit something. You never know.
Yeah.
I have stupid spells. Not helpful for this.
You hear something indeed. You hear again the sound of pebbles falling. Make a perception check. And if you've got anything that enhances seeing.
Well, I have dark vision, so even if it's not very bright, I can see quite well. And my dark vision is 60 feet, so I have longer dark vision than usual.
Okay. You're pretty sure you heard something, but now as you're looking, you can't really make anything out. And the noise of the pebbles falling subsides, and everything is quiet again.
I will look at Min. Her dex is high, isn't it? Or is her strength high?
Dex is her highest.
Highest score.
Yeah.
Is that just for me? Yeah, it's just myself. No, I literally have. Oh, but I will do something. I will cast light on the stone itself.
Okay.
Let me see what distance I... Oh, I need to touch. Oh, freaking... I will look at Min. Wake up, row 2. I will try something.
She gently, really gently shakes the mouse, who's not even that small, but she's very gentle around him.
And I'm not a thief, so Mage Hand is not doing the same thing I would like to, so I will try to sneak towards the stone. Not sure if it will work. With a 4, it would be amazingly not quiet.
You get to the stone.
I will touch the stone and it will be like Christmas lights going off, basically. No, the stone is now lighting up.
Mm-hmm.
With, well, it depends on how I can maximum lighten things up. That is 10 feet max. I'm not sure how big the stone is.
10 cubic feet, that's huge. Yeah, the stone
That's
isn't
huge,
that
yeah.
big. It's like...
Okay, so the stone now sheds bright light, 20-foot radius, and dim light for another 20. And I will like peek around the stone and just see if I can see something.
There's nothing there.
I will just stomp and be like, that's quite sneaky of you, just hiding. If you want to kill us, it would be now. If not, please let us sleep. And just standing there,
Min is
hands on
asking,
the hips.
Who are you talking to? And she
What
comes
or
towards
who?
you. Is there... Well, actually, let me just try something.
I can't see or hear anything, but there
Okay.
must be.
Suddenly behind you, over your shoulder, you hear Min. You didn't see her or hear her approach. She rolled a 23. She's like, who are you talking to?
Lyra will just give a jump and a loud squeak of "Don't scare me!" Like I'm trying
I'm
to.
sorry.
I heard it.
I can
We
see you're
both
trying to
heard it.
intimidate. You're trying to intimidate the glowing stone. You're doing a great job.
Well, but we heard noises around here.
Yeah, but there's nothing there. She boops you on the nose. Come on, grumpy face. They escaped you this time.
But why did they even wake us?
They were trying to sneak up on you, and you heard them. They weren't trying to wake us.
Oh, and everything I need to see, everything that I have, I need to see to do something. I will just, the light will just switch off with a snap, and I will stomp towards our camp. And will plonk myself. And we'll just sit there. I will take the rest of the watch. Sorry, I woke you up.
Ruto looks at Min and says, "It looks like her ladyship is, dare I say it, sulking?" Yeah, she has that sometimes. She's a very bad loser. Now, honestly, if you play cards with her, let her win if you don't want to watch that face.
No, that's not right. I'm able to lose as long as it's a fair game. I'm fine. Just making noise and then being a coward, that is not fair, and that's just like very pitiful. Saying this extra loudly without magical enhancement, but loud enough.
Min cannot keep herself together. She's laughing at you really loudly, and she's like,
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Na 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 na.
Next
And
time I
Ruto-
will just look, and when I disappear, it happens.
Ruto looks at me and says, "But milady, her ladyship is. You cannot go and mock her. Look at
Ruto, we are not ladies.
milady."
No, we are not. It's just Lyra and Min. We've traveled long enough that you know that we are not ladies. I hurt his feeling now.
No, he rolled a wisdom, a save of 15. It doesn't compute.
Okay.
But milady.
Well, Sir Ruto, it's just like it is. We are not ladies. You are the most noble, far next to Darling. Just looking at the cat, be like, oh God, she clearly is a.
But milady, how should I address you?
She is my lady, just Lyra.
Well, Madame Lyra, I will try.
No,
I'm not
okay.
sure if I can.
Well, Madame is better. It's Miss Lyra.
Mistress Lyra, yes, I can do that. Min is in stitches. She's holding her tummy. She is.
I will look
doubled
over at Ben.
over,
You
laughingly.
sleep, young lady.
You should see your face.
Everyone, back to sleep, looking at Darling as well. You too.
Darling has just come back from the fact that you told everybody that she's the lady of the house. So she's looking at you going, peasant, I decide when I go to sleep.
No bonus point that I pointed out that at least she is a lady.
Maybe a tiny bonus point, but you just gave
But
that
not
away.
enough. Okay.
No. So, Min has curled up again, but she's still giggling. Darling is cleaning her paws, swishing her tail, clearly unhappy about the fact that she was torn so violently from her sleep. Ruto is, you can hear him quietly saying, Mistress Lyra, I think I can do it. Mistress Lyra, remember, Mistress Lyra, you don't want to anger her ladyship. Mistress Lyra.
Oh. Very stealthily, I suddenly appear next to him and be like, call me whatever is easiest for you. I would never...
Mistress Lyra.
You can say, my lady, I will never be angry at you.
Thank you, milady. And he gets up and he bows deeply.
It's just that I really am not a lady, so it feels very weird to be called like that. But if it's easier for you, then just stick with milady.
Milady will always be a lady to me.
That is very sweet of you. And I will very carefully give him a little pat on his hand. And I will try to maybe remember calling you Sir Ruto.
You can see that he is really pleased. And he says, well, I wish her ladyship a good watch.
And for you, a good night. Rest of the night.
And he goes to sleep. And you've noticed that Ruto can actually go to sleep almost instantaneously.
I will sit down again. And I probably used my best stealth roll I ever did as this character on a very useless thing, but hey. And I will start keeping watch again.
You keep watch again. And at some point the sun looks over, peeks over the mountaintops. And you feel it's time to wake everyone up.
Okay, when sun comes up and I wake everyone, I think we would make a small fire, at least to make some tea. And then pack things and keep moving.
You keep moving, and it is quite clear that you have to do some hunting. Now the question is, do you even have a bow?
I'm quite sure I don't. Oh, I have a short bow. I'm lying. I have a short bow. If
How
not,
good
I
are
can.
you with the bows? Are you proficient?
Yes.
Okay, then you can go hunting. Roll survival.
If not, I can hit it with my quarterstaff. Not very well because I'm proficient, but my strength is not good. But okay. Just a short bow attack.
Well, first of all, you have to find the quarry
Yeah,
before
I
you
have
can
to
shoot
find
it. So try survival or nature, whichever is your.
It doesn't matter. It's the same. No, nature would be an 11. Nature, at least I have a +2 because it's
Okay, so you
intelligence.
basically start. You find a track. Doesn't lead you anywhere though. Come back. And Min looks at you. Well, so what did you hunt?
Nothing. I've never hunted in my whole life. I'm a city kid. I go to a store and buy food.
She looks at Ruto and she says, Sir Ruto, shall you and I go? Milady, I would be pleased. So. The two of them go off. They stay away for 2 hours. They come back. Min is in pretty good shape. It looks like maybe Ruto fell into a pile of dung. He smells like bear droppings.
God, are you okay?
Milady, I just need to clean up.
You don't. I'll just snip and with prestidigitation. I hate this word.
It's a terrible word, yeah.
Prestidigitation. He will be squeaky clean, well smelling again.
Min, you can see is trying to suppress a laugh. Needless to say, we didn't find anything. We'll have to try again tomorrow.
While I waited, could I have looked around if there were any berries?
Make a nature check.
No. With the 7. Maybe I found berries, but I was very unsure if they are edible or not, so I just left them
You
there.
erred on the side of caution. If you'd rolled a natural 1, you would have found berries, which would have been like the best berries ever, and you would have poisoned everybody. So no, there's nothing there. So you basically have grass soup for the night.
Well, I think we would have been smart enough to start looking for food before we ran out completely. So I think we have
you still
something,
have something,
that we stretch, well, mainly water, but a little bit of, I don't know, like a carrot or one potato or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so another night approaches. Ruto takes first watch. You take second watch. Oh no, no, Min takes second watch like last night, unless you want to change it.
No, I'm fine to keep it in the same order.
And please roll perception for me.
16.
Let's see. You definitely hear the rustling of pebbles again.
I will not wake anyone up. Can I just send an eldritch blast in the direction where I heard the sound?
Sure, if it makes you feel better.
Yes, it would. With a natural 20.
Okay, so tell me how this works.
It's just basically a crackling of energy that goes either at any kind of target. So if I target the floor or just something on the floor in the direction, it would just hit the floor, and it's force damage. So if it hits the floor, I think pebbles or sand or stone would fly a little bit.
Okay, so it simply is like almost like an area of effect spell that you can just cast, and if it hits something, it hits it. It doesn't have to be like, because sometimes it said you have to target a creature.
No, it needs to be a target. But it doesn't have to be a creature. It can be any target. I could also hit a chair if I want to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Okay. Is there a save, or are you just basically, when you're hit, you're hit?
No, if I hit, but since I can't see a creature, it would be basically the floor. So if the creature is not invisible directly in the spot, it would not be hit. I'm just hitting the floor very well.
May I ask you to do damage, please? Because you rolled a natural 20.
That would be 11 force damage. Mm-hmm. It's more to I think to scare, because if you're close by and you just see, because you can see the energy burst, it might be a little discomforting.
Okay.
I don't even had the idea that I was able to hit because I can't see them.
Okay, so basically, since nobody else is seeing this in the stream, you rolled a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
You do hit. But you're quite unsure about what you hit, because you do hear a noise which is like pebbles grinding against each other. And very high pitched too. And then you hear a lot of pebbles rustling. Make a perception check.
16.
Okay. They keep rolling a 16, so yes, you meet the stealth again, but this time, because of you see something, and what you see is almost like the stones are moving and running away. So it's almost like where you thought that was a stone, there was a couple of stones, or it was the sheer cliff wall, seems to be moving and running away. Like there are small, medium-sized stone creatures.
Mm-hmm. Can I Misty Step just over? Misty Step is 30 feet. I just want to basically appear between them.
You mean amongst them, because there's more than them? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Roll do you need to roll, or do you just do it?
No, Misty Step just happens. So I vanish where I am, and I would vanish 30 feet max away to a point where I can see. And I would be like, why are you following us? And just kneeling down.
They are about... How tall would you say a goblin is? Like a meter?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so it's about that size. And you can see them now clearly. They look like... and they're all armed. They have weapons. They have scimitars, which are made from stone. And they...
I still have my quarterstaff with me, but still, I would kneel down on one knee just to lower myself a little bit, Because I'm still not sure if they really want to fight or if they're just curious.
Okay.
And I'm not even sure if they understand me, but
They
she's giving
rolled
it
a
a
2
try.
on their wisdom. They are running away. And again, you can hear this. It sounds really like stones falling down a cliff face. So when they run, because they've got pebbly feet, and you see 8. No, there's another one peeling away from the stone. It seems like when they are standing against the cliff face, you can't see them. They're perfectly camouflaged.
I would just try. Let's see how well I do. I would just start singing like a children lullaby song. With a 20. Dirty 20. And just sit down. Cross-legged. Staff over my knees. Clearly looking at what they're doing.
They are running away, and you can see them, and this is something that is almost incredible. They are running up, like literally running up the stone face, the cliff face. Every so often they need to use their hands, but they are super nimble.
Okay, so they are not stopped or irritated about. Nice tunes. I'll just get up, kick a little pebble, and we'll walk back to camp. And we'll sit down again. Not sure if what I did woke someone up, because I was not really silent about it.
Yes, they did wake up. Would you like to see them? I've got a picture.
Oh, yes. I like it. I want to see my companions. What? Yes, please. Don't make it dark.
Would you like to see them? What did you do?
What did you do to Min and Ruto? Oh. That's a cutie.
I can even do more cute.
Oh, God. Do they have small forms?
There's also this one. So they all look different. I mean, the ones that you could see clearly, they look different. It's not like they are kind of like... You also saw this one.
Oh my God. Okay.
I have to say that ChatGPT is really good at these things these days.
Yeah, I would just sit down and would just probably motion to the others so they can go back to sleep. I scared them off.
What? You scared whom off? Milady, are you hurt?
No. They're like this high stone people or they're set together from I'm not sure.
They are actually only a little bit. Well, they are about a head taller than Ruto. So they are, for him they would be big, but for you they are nothing like it. Yeah.
They're actually quite cute. Well, subtracting the weapons they carry, but they did not attack. They ran away when I attacked them.
Was it the singing?
No, it was a magic miss. No, it was an Eldritch Blast.
Oh. So you basically just attacked them and they ran.
Well, I just wanted to hit the floor where I heard the pebbles again and scare. I'm not sure if... I think I hit someone by accident. They just screeched and then they started to run off and it was like at least 7, 8, maybe 10. They ran up there. We will meet them again tomorrow.
The two of them look up at the wall, but you know, it's you.
I'm not sure. Maybe they're more just curious.
Well, they didn't try to kill you.
No. Well, we will see what happens some more.
So basically the next day rolls around and you basically... can you do a nature or survival roll, whichever?
Then I'd rather try nature. Oh, 19.
Ooh, nice.
Old 20 has a good day today.
She's got a natural one. She has no idea. You, however, notice that probably the next day or early the day after tomorrow, you are going to reach the snow line. So if you're going to do hunting and gathering, you have to do it now.
Okay, then let's try.
I will give you 2 rolls each so that you can do a protracted roll and basically try for more time.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Survival?
in English, Casino.
I still know what you meant.
18. 15.
15? You said to...
23, natural 20.
That's good because I rolled a natural 1. A second roll.
Okay, so basically on the 18 and the 15, you find it easy to gather. You find, you forage, you find stuff, no problem. You collect. I mean, mainly nuts.
Okay.
But also
Gives you
considering that, you know, you did come from this moist area, it's less moist here, but still you find mushrooms.
Ooh, nice.
And you also know that they are edible, and Ruto can tell you because this is his native land, so he can actually tell you which mushrooms to use. And he says, well, the easiest way to do it is maybe to even just fry them tonight, because then they will last longer.
We will do that.
And then on a 23, Min picks up a trail, the trail of an animal, and she asks both you and Rutu to follow. Let's all make stealth checks. Oh god. Oh god,
really.
this is her best skill. Let's see if Ruto is luckier. It's his best skill by far. He has a +8. He rolled a 3. Okay, one more round of survival rolls, but... Oh no, 5! Jesus wept!
7.
No food for you.
Well, we have some mushrooms and nuts.
Yeah, you'll have to try again in the morning. You keep walking. You... basically during the day you make good time, but you also know you still need to have one more day of hunting, so you basically then set up watch again. You fry the mushrooms to make them last. Ruto goes first. Min is next. Whoops. And then it's you. Please roll a perception check.
I hear nothing with a natural 1, but I would still do, even not because that's probably why I'm not hearing. I would make sure that the lantern is set in the middle and really turned on, and I would sit there singing. Not too loud, but singing a nice little calming song. Or maybe
Okay.
rather humming.
Okay, the humming.
Let me see how. Well, I can sing, obviously. That's exactly the same role as before. That's creepy. But yeah, so at least it sounds nice.
You hear nothing except for your own humming. You're having a good time.
Yes.
The next day rolls around. Knowledge, nature, or survival, whichever. 2 rolls each.
Okay, nature.
Okay, you gather.
2. 15 and 18.
You find a trail. Let's do some stealthing, children.
I'm not stealthing.
21,
Well,
13.
13 is not too bad.
And Ruto finally comes into his own with a 16. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, you come closer. You see it there. It's a forest creature. We shall say it's a hare.
Mm-hmm.
Please try and shoot the hare.
I don't want to. Just want
Oh,
to say...
Ruto can do it too.
No, I will try to shoot the hare.
Because I just realized he's got a short bow.
I don't think I've ever used it so far, so we will see how it goes. It's just a plus... It's a +4. It's not the worst. Technically, we could shoot both at the same time. 16? That's not too bad.
And he rolls a natural 20 for a 24. Between the two of you, you get Master Rabbit. And basically, you do what needs to be done.
Yep.
You need to survive too. But it was very clean, straight to the heart on a D20, on a natural 20.
On a natural 20, yeah.
And so you know that you have food for about 2 days if you really stretch it, and you will be fine. So the next day, so you basically then keep walking, and then you find good shelter before you will ascend into the alpine snowy regions the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Make a perception check for the night. What am I rolling?
I am humming again.
Super. Like,
I'm
super.
very... I didn't even know I was that good with music, but I obviously am.
Mm-hmm. And maybe I shouldn't roll for the enemy when I'm rolling for Ruto's short bow, because he's even better with a short bow. Yeah. Okay. And Min. Okay. Well, Min and Ruto hear everything. You hear nothing. But you are doing a really nice concert again. Mm-hmm. If there's anyone out there while you are on watch, they are treated to a nice humming.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The next morning.
Okay. So no stones attacking us or so.
Not that you notice.
Good.
Except...
Well, if they would attack us, we would notice.
Well, suddenly you realize that Min only has one arm.
One arm, yeah.
No. Everybody has 2 arms, 2 legs, a head between their shoulders, so everybody's fine. You wake up the next morning. Well, basically, you wake everybody up. You have your breakfast. You get on the road.
Yes.
And you get to the snowy part. And now we will start making checks. The first one is we need a constitution save.
We don't like that one.
You don't?
Oh, I do. With the natural 20, I'm fine.
Okay, so basically, Ruto rolls a 16. He's fine too. Min rolls a 20. That's
I think
good.
we knew it would be cold, so I think we came a little bit prepared. Just making sure to wear all the clothing we have, more or less, or maybe also having a blanket around just to keep it a bit warm.
Okay, so survival checks for everybody. 18. What's your survival?
Survival, let me see. It's not good. With a 2.
Okay.
Thank goodness I have friends.
Yeah. So you manage to navigate and not fall into a crevasse. They basically pull you back.
Mm-hmm.
Night falls.
Mm-hmm.
You set up camp. How do you set up camp? What do you do? Do you build a fire? Because it's getting cold.
We definitely said here we need to set up a fire. If not, we will probably freeze. And we will try to use the snow to like make like a little dent. So like build up a little bit of snow walls to reduce the vision of the fire that you can't see it directly, and B, if it's windy, and I think the warm should hold a little bit better, maybe, even though it's open on top, but at least a little bit.
Okay. As you basically you bed down for the night, and the idea is a really, really good one. Take inspiration for that one, please. Because it also, I mean, I've heard that igloos are actually really warm inside. So basically, you're not building a full igloo, but the warmth that you generate does generate and stay in this hollow that you've made. So it's a lot less cold than it could have been or would have been normally. And it is your watch. And you hear a noise.
Okay.
That is like, almost like, it's like a little bit like someone who's maybe not wailing, but you know, like when you have puppies and they're basically looking for their mom, and the mom is somewhere else in the building, and they start these puppy sounds when they want to find their mum, and mum will hear it and will come. That's the kind of noise you're hearing, but it's a lot louder than from a puppy. This is not a puppy.
I will carefully stick my head like out of the room and just have a look around. I will not leave our camp.
Make a perception check. You have dark vision?
Yeah. 60 feet.
Okay. It's almost like the snow has arms and legs and is kind of shaggy.
Arms, legs, shaggy, like humanoid arm legs, or animal on all 4 arm legs?
No, humanoid arm legs.
Oh god.
And it's about 50 centimeters tall, and it's basically walking around like a toddler. It's baby.
I will just look, but I will not approach.
How can you not approach?
I'm not leaving the camp behind.
Let's see if it's seen you.
Also, again, how far away is it from me?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe 10 meters or so.
Okay. I would watch it for a little while, and then I would probably cast minor illusion directly where it is, and it would be like glittering, sparkly, snowflakey things falling.
It is a little bit distracted, but then it's like crying again.
I will instantly stop the sparkles and snow. It will just vanish. I will still look.
It looks very distressed.
I will stay in camp.
Okay, it has seen you. It staggers towards you as toddlers do. It is baby, and then flops down and looks, and you see its little face. It's a white face. It's... Make a knowledge nature check if you know what this is.
15?
You've heard of these. You thought they were legend. You're looking at a baby yeti.
Oh god, that's not good. Can I just grab it? Not squeeze it, just like put it up. Put it back on the top, like turn it around, like go find your mom, darling. You should not be here. Your mom will kill us. Come on.
You're trying. Okay, let me. It's baby, but it's quite strong. As soon as you lift it up, it basically does what scared ape-likes do. It embraces you and holds tight. And God, is this little one strong.
I will just kick Min, frustrated.
Ow!
Keep an eye on the camp. I will try to get rid of this and hope. Cross your fingers so their mom doesn't find me first.
And she looks at you and says, What is that?
A yeti baby, a small one. It walked up to here and fell down the wall.
Okay, she missed her wisdom save. Oh, it's so cute. Can I hold it?
No.
She goes to it and she basically, hello, little one. I'm Min. This is Lyra. What's your name?
I will just keep watch on the others, and I will walk away from the camp.
Hey,
with that
it's a
thing
baby.
around
What are
me.
you doing?
It doesn't belong to us. It has a mother.
Yeah, but where is she?
I don't know. I will try to walk a little bit in the direction where this thing came from, and I hope that maybe we hear or see something. Cross fingers.
What do you mean thing? It's a baby. How are you treating it?
Lyra will just keep on walking.
She follows you and she grabs you by the arm.
I will turn around, be like, do you want to have Ruta and Darling killed because you leave them behind? We're not here to play or find cute and cuddly things. If there is a yeti around here, we will be dead within an hour.
Okay, now you're over-exaggerating.
You have no idea what a yeti is, yes?
No, I don't know, but I know it's cute.
This is a baby version. A yeti is like double your size, double the strength, and it will just smash you in the ground and you will be dead instantly. Please go back and look out for the others.
Okay.
If not, it's on your hands that they are dead.
She turns around and leaves and goes back to camp.
And I will look down at the baby yeti and be like, you are a freaking troublemaker. If your mom kills us, it will be on your hands.
He's giving off a lot of warmth. This is great. You're feeling great. He's cute. He's cuddly. He's warm.
No.
And make a wisdom check. A save. Against cuteness.
No, he's not. He is cute, but not that cute. Because I have in mind how mom is looking, and I know that mom will not be happy that I have child. So I will walk to the direction where I saw them the first time, and I will have a look around if I can see, or I will also try to listen if I can hear a bigger movement than this.
Okay, I'm just looking at a picture of a yeti. Okay, I get why you're so upset.
They are not cute and they are scary as hell.
Okay, this is the baby version.
Why
they are cute.
Babies are always cute, but it will not be cute when it grows old.
It's more like an Ewok.
Yeah, I imagine, and white basically then, and white fur, big puppy eyes.
Yeah, and it makes those cute. Now that you've got it in your arms, it's actually calmed down. It's not wailing anymore. It's snuggling against you.
No.
This is great.
No.
And it begins to snore.
Oh God. Can I hear or see anything?
Make a perception check.
Can I use a luck to re-roll?
You can use the luck thing. Yes, please do.
A 16 is at least better. Can I see at least maybe tracks from where it, because it just not appeared here. It must have come
there are
from
tracks.
somewhere.
Yeah, they are
will
actually
follow
really cute footprints.
No, I will follow the tracks.
You can tell by its feet it's going to be big one day. It's got very large feet.
I will
cute
carefully...
hands with 5 fingers, and one of them is curling around one of your fingers.
No, it can't curl around my finger because it doesn't have my hand nearby.
It's snuggling ever deeper against your chest.
If it's snoring, do I have the chance to, like, pull it off?
You try, it wakes up instantly, and it hugs you even closer. This could crush your ribs if it wanted to. Without wanting to.
With a 10, definitely.
Oh, cute.
No way.
A -1 on your story. So that's cute.
Well, I still have one way to get out of it, so I'm fine. I will walk slowly along the way where the steps go, and I will just try to keep eyes and ears
Perception.
open.
You walk along.
I think...
Unfortunately, that what you thought was a snowdrift gets up. You found Mom.
I will misty step away, and that thing will just plonk on the floor, because if I misty step, I can't take living beings with me. So
okay, that's good to know.
In misty step, you just disappear into nothingness, or into mist, and I will appear 30 feet away, and I will do the same thing again for a second time, to be then 60 feet away, and then I will start running.
Okay. And I had a whole scene prepared, which is now not going to happen.
I am sorry. I will just run away.
You return back to camp.
Yes, out of breath, just like probably just jumping down, be like, and will look out the rim again, be like, and trying to see if the Yeti followed me. Okay. Then I will turn around. Mom has them back.
Yay.
And I am happy that I'm still alive. It was a close call.
So are we.
Good. Thank you for watching out for everyone.
I still think it was cute.
It was cute. It's still mighty dangerous. Every cub is cute but extremely dangerous, because Mama around will murder blankly when you have the cub.
She looks
nature,
at you and says,
you should know that better than I do.
You are mother material.
No, I'm just trying to survive and not getting killed by stupidity. Or a weak heart. Or soft heart, probably. Not weak heart. A soft heart would be the better word for that. It was cute. I totally get that. But I still want to live. Also, I brought it back to Mom. So, kind of like, yay.
Milady, it was very impressive.
Well, I didn't have a choice, did I?
Lady
That
Min
thing
told
just
me all about
attacked
it.
me. Let's get back to sleep.
Min goes back to sleep, but you can hear her talk to herself. And it still looked good.
I'll just probably not. I will not be calm for the rest of the watch. I will be like standing up every like few minutes, just like looking over the edge again in the direction where I came
Make
from.
a perception check.
And hoping that that thing did not follow us. I have no idea with a 5.
Mm-hmm. Looks clear.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Dawn
keep repeating,
breaks.
sitting down, getting up, sitting down, getting up, and as soon as dawn breaks, I will start making breakfast.
Mm-hmm. You make breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You have breakfast.
Yes.
You set out.
Yep.
We make a constitution check. DC 12.
Look, if we would have killed that thing, or even the mom, we would have a lot of meat.
Can you eat them?
You can eat anything, I think. If you want to, and if you're willing to.
Do take 1 level of exhaustion.
No, that's good.
She's fine.
Did we still have a full night's rest?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get my spell back. My spells back. We really need to level.
Ruto also takes... how does exhaustion work? -1 to everything?
Disadvantage. Well, level 1 is disadvantage on all ability checks.
Okay. So then Ruto is at a disadvantage, and so are you.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, please make a survival check, everybody. Oh, she sees nothing. You see 19. That's an... Oh, you have disadvantage, so you roll a 5.
Oh yeah, it's a 5. True.
And Ruto, what is survival? That's a wisdom. That's 16 and a 6 and a 9 and a 10. Okay, well, anyway, he has disadvantage, so that's, yeah, not good. Okay.
All is well. All is well.
I need to look at what this is, because I've never seen or heard of this before. You learn something new every day. Ew.
That's a noise I do not want to hear from Dungeon Master. Or Game Master. We are not running a dungeon.
I'm not sure if I want you to encounter this.
Well, it's your decision. We will face whatever you throw at us. Nothing can... I should not say that.
Okay.
We will try our best to survive.
As you walk, you suddenly come across something that was buried in the snow, and it rises up. It is actually quite alarming. And I'm alarmed. And it rises up before you.
Oh god.
Meet Remoras. Remoras, meet party.
Eldritch blast in the face.
Okay.
That would be her instinct. Be like, ah!
Please
and
do.
Then we start initiative. That's a 9. It will not hit.
Do you have disadvantage on this as well?
I am not sure. Let me see what 2 does. Speed halved. No, disadvantage on attack rolls is level 3.
Okay, so why do you not have an initiative thing? That's Dex, isn't it?
It's Dex. It's always just Dex. Except it has some specialty, but usually it's just Dex.
4.
Okay. Should we all roll?
Please do.
Initiative?
Bless you. Please do.
10.
Okay. Then let's see. Min. has a 23.
Yes, at least one. Run!
And Ruto has a 10 as well. What is your dex proficiency? Your dex modifier?
+2.
Okay, then he goes first because he's got a +4. Okay. So, Min looks at you and she says, okay, but you cast an Eldritch Blast, didn't you? Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't hit. You didn't hit. Did
Well,
you?
I tried to. It went somewhere.
Okay, yeah. What was it again? You rolled a 9. Okay, yeah, that's
A 9,
not
no.
a hit. Yeah, okay.
I'm
It's
quite
just,
sure it did not hit.
No, that didn't hit. Okay, then what happens is it is Min looks at you, and she's like, "What do we do now?"
Try running. I'm not sure if it will follow. Maybe. Not sure. Attack.
Okay.
I have never seen a thing like that.
The point is, if you just want to run, you just run, right? There is no move for this, or is it disengage or?
Well, if it's right next to it, it would be disengage. If not, it would be run. Like
I mean, it did kind of
plus
rise up before you because it was, it's a burrowing creature, and it basically.
Yeah.
So it is
Then-
pretty close.
Then it would be an action to disengage and then movement. And then it's a question if the creature follows or if it just is annoyed and grumpily curls up again. That would be your decision. I still try to attack it, so it's probably not
Okay.
happy with us.
So, disengage is an action.
Yeah.
And do you
I'm
still
not,
then have?
I'm not sure if the monk has disengage as a bonus action. I'm not
Well,
sure.
she has. This is what I'm trying to figure out. But in general, disengage is an action, but then you still have movement after that.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So, and she has special stuff because she can take the dash action as a bonus action, or she could expend one focus point to take both the disengage and the dash action as a bonus action.
Okay, so she can get out quickly if she wants
So
to.
she's going to do the following. She is going to wait. She's going to hold her turn until you have gotten out, and then she's going to do this. So she looks at Ruto, who's next in line, and you, and she says, "Get out of here." Ruto says, "Milady, you go first."
The question to the game master would be, can I hand Min as a free action darling?
Yes.
Because I can't Misty step with
Okay.
her.
You
Because
get
I
out.
would never
Yeah.
leave her behind. So I would use
The
my action to
question is-
disengage.
Yeah, you do that. That's not a problem.
I would run 30 feet. I would use my bonus action to Misty step 30 feet on.
So you're 60 feet away.
So it would be hold the cat, or take the cat, not hold it, take it. And I would... No, I don't... No, I would do it differently. I would not disengage. I would use Misty Step, which you can... It's like a disengage because you just... It's not like you run off, you just vanish. And then I would use my movement and my action to get 60 feet away. Which is not much for such a thing, probably.
Okay, so
And
now what
I
happens?
will turn around and have a look on what is happening.
Okay, so Ruto takes the disengage action. And then you see something really weird. Ruto levitates and starts flying. He's Fey.
Nice.
And he has a flying speed of 40.
Nice.
So he can get 40 feet away. And then it is Min. Min takes the... So she does the step of the wind. She does the disengage as an action. As a bonus action, she does dash, which is twice her movement. Right?
Okay.
Dashing is twice your movement, is it?
No, dash is just the movement without
Okay.
moving.
Okay, so action, disengage. Bonus action, dash.
Mhm.
And then another
Movement
move, so
on
she's
top.
60 feet away.
So she's next to me, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't you say she has something where she can do disengage and dash together?
Yeah, but she would have to spend one focus point, and she's not
Okay.
going to, because
Okay, good.
this may
Understood.
be even better to keep the focus points.
And then we will turn around and look at the thingy.
The thing will follow you, but it's slower than you. So if you keep this up,
Okay.
within 3 rounds, it's...
Yeah,
will-
if it's slower, then we at least Lyra will do the 60 feet each round, and the others
And-
can do even more if they want
Yeah,
to.
and Ruto can do 40-40. And Min will also do the dash, and dash as bonus action and running twice. So the 3 of you escape
Okay.
this thing. Okay, make a survival check to see do you know where you are, because you just basically blindly ran.
The top should be up there. An 18.
Okay, so you kind of like make a... You do a detour, because you don't want to run into this thing again, because that is scary.
I think after we made some distance, we would have like a 5-minute break just to drink a sip and just like catch our breath again, sort again, put Darling back in the backpack, and be like, I'm sorry, I couldn't have taken you. Because Darling probably was not happy with the yanking out of backpack being pushed into Min, and
Min looks at her and says, maybe I should carry her, because we may have to do this again. And we may not be so lucky that you have the time to give her to me. Maybe while we're traveling, she should stay with me.
looking at Darling, would that be okay for you, sweetheart?
She looks at you and she has enough survival instinct that she knows it's easier and better if yes. And she basically just, she nods graciously. She does tell you that you're putting her out terribly and this is very inconvenient, but so be it.
Then I will take a few things from Min's backpack that it's a bit lighter and that she can have then Darling with her. Mm-hmm. And I will use the time to get my spell back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cunning is now down and I have spells back. Or not. Yes, I do. Yep. And then we keep on moving and trying to avoid that creepy thing, whatever that was. We do not like it. It's not cute.
No. Actually, it's giant. It's huge. It's a huge monstrosity, and if it bites you, it'll swallow you.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. It's always fun.
And it's got
especially
a +11
on
to
this
hit.
on this low level. This is something that I would be in a higher level would be fine because you have then things you can do. But with level 4,
Yeah, but having said this, you are known for actually making wise choices, like saying, "Let's run away."
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna put this in here because it looks awesome.
Because Misty Step does not work when I'm inside something.
And I think that makes sense.
Because
Yeah.
I need to see the
While
space I'm
swallowed,
going
the creature
to.
is blinded and restrained. It has
Yeah.
total cover against attacks and other effects outside the Remor has. And it takes 21 acid damage at the start of each of the Remor has' turns.
Yeah. I think the only fun thing is if you have something like in our other game that Geppetto has, you can create like a house on that's
And it'll just explode.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is...
But that is a rare thing and it's a high level thing usually. So
Okay.
and I'm not even sure if one of us would even ever be able to get that. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, Min certainly not, because she's not magical.
Yeah, and
She
I
has
don't
no-
think I have it on my spell list for the Warlocks. If
And-
not, you can just try to hack at it and try.
Yeah, you would be able to, yeah. Okay, so basically, you keep walking, and then night
Yep.
is falling.
Yep, we make camp similar way as last time, also making walls a little bit, trying to get cozy, eating as little as we can, stretching it with, well, water we have enough around, so that's easy enough. Also being careful with how much wood we use, and set up watch again.
Okay, you set a watch again. Then please roll. Perception, please.
Yep, that was too much ink. Darn it. Perception.
Ooh,
I
natural
see
20.
and hear
You
everything.
see and hear everything.
After last night, I'm just sitting down and getting back up, scanning surroundings, sitting back down, getting back up, scanning surroundings.
Okay. And as you do this, you see a snowdrift walking towards you.
I will
Hello.
use. No,
Hello?
I would turn off the fire.
Hello, I see you. I know that you're there. Hello.
And I would kick Min.
Ow, what is it this time?
Shh.
Hello, I know that you're there. I'm coming down now.
Please don't.
And you see a huge shape rising above the lip of the den that you're in.
I would just stand basically over Minster lying down on the others just with my quarterstaff and be like, we're not food.
No. You're human. Well, you're not quite human, but she is. Well, also not. And that's a fae. Can I come down? And without waiting for you to answer, a huge polar bear jumps into the den. On a natural one, he doesn't miss you, so he basically falls flat on his face next to you because he's trying not to crush you.
Okay, I will just put the stuff and just try to help them up.
Oh, this is I'm sorry. I don't usually well, no, I usually am this clumsy. At least my wife will tell you so. Well, I'm Pop. And he holds out his giant paw. And you are?
Pop.
Yes, I'm Mom's wife. Husband.
Lyra, and this is Min, Rotu, and Darling probably is hiding.
Well, you're here, and my wife, Mom, told me that I should come and welcome you, and here I am, and well met. She also gave me this, and you can see that he's wearing a rucksack, and he basically, it's a bit difficult for him to get it off, and then he basically says, it's a bit difficult to find game, especially if you're not a polar bear. So, here you are. It's snow rabbit. Fresh. Well, it's not that fresh. It won't run away. So, and he sits down.
Are you sure you can spare it?
Oh, and he pats his paunch. My wife says I should lose some, so yes.
Thank you very much.
So what brings you here? And he basically crosses his hind paws and he holds up his paw so you can see the paw pads, and it actually looks quite cute, although he's very, very big.
Lyra is just... Have you always talked?
Oh, That's a very long story and a very good question. Well, about 100 years ago, Mom and I, we were having cubs and, I was tending to them when suddenly this man appeared out of nowhere. Like, suddenly he wasn't there and the next second he was there and he said, "Oh, a polar bear." And before I knew what was happening, I could suddenly talk. And so could my cubs and Mom as well. He introduced himself by a really weird name.
You remember which name it was?
His name is Tensor, I believe. He said he was a magician. And he told me that he had just awoken me. And he said this means that I age very slowly indeed, and that I can talk. So, my cubs, they are all grown men and women at this stage. They're still around. And of course, Mom, my wife. So, we don't often have guests, especially in the last decades. I don't know what happens down there, but things have changed. There used to be so many pilgrims coming up here to visit the wolf mother, but not in a very long time. So it's good to see you. I've also got this. And he hands you two bottles.
I will carefully look at them. But thank you.
It should help you if you feel tired. Yeah, because I understand that you having no fur means you get cold easily.
It's a bit discomforting, yeah. And you really should be happy to be up here, not down there, because it's not looking good.
Oh dear.
Evil has befallen the lands. There's a lot of death.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm. That's also why there are not many visitors left visiting the shrine.
That is sad, because
we are here to visit it.
Oh, good. You see, I really like engaging with the humans. They are the ones that come up here. You have to be determined, but they are all worshippers of the wolf mother, and they are always very good to animals. Some of them are scared when I talk to them. I don't understand why. I try to be polite,
Well, in our, at least in my world, I'm not from around here, polar bears, well, I never met one, but they were always described as very big, dangerous bears, not speaking. Just
well, I am
eating
very
and
big,
jumping.
And he gets up.
Yes,
look,
but
I would say I'm a decent-sized bear. My eldest son is a bit taller than me. I'm very proud of him.
And very healthy looking, which is important.
We try to keep fit.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 decent meals a day, and we exercise.
Important. Do you know how much longer it will be from here to the shrine?
Oh, you should be there by tomorrow evening.
Okay. Are there more Yetis up there?
Well, I have to say that at the moment they try to stay close to their caves because they're having younglings at the moment.
I know, I met one.
They are cute, aren't they?
Yeah, sure.
I think they are cute. I let them ride on my back. They really like it.
I was more worried about their mother killing me, but okay.
Oh yes, I could see why you would be. They don't touch me. They are usually very afraid of polar bears, so we've come to an understanding. I let their kids ride on my back, and we wave to each other from a distance.
Okay, but if they stay close to their caves, which means like backwards thinking we were close to one of their caves, okay, then one more day. Looking at the others, that means we're close.
Yes, very much so.
That's good news. Thank you. And
So
also
he's now
again, thank you
folded
for
his
the food.
paws over his paunch, leaning back. So, tell me more about yourselves. Where do you hail from?
A different world? At least us two? Well, us three, wherever Darling is. Not sure if she even showed up or if she's hiding.
She's sniffing.
We come from another world.
Oh, another world. Ah, so. Tell me more. I come from this world. There isn't really much to tell. It's mainly snowy. He looks around.
Our
But
world
nice. I like it.
is, I think, not so different from the world how it was before everything turned, deadlish down there.
And why then did you come to this desolate place if it's so deadly down there?
By accident, or well, not really looking at Min. Well, my master told me to come here.
Oh, so desu ka.
And, well, along the way, we kind of got into something, and now we have to visit the shrine.
Oh, I'm not sure you will find her, though. I haven't seen her in a long time.
We hope she comes back when we are there.
Oh, is that so? That would be lovely. I really
Also-
like talking to her. I miss her.
You talked to her.
Of course. Once she realized that we could speak, she would make her way down to our cave.
He's just a cute bear.
He's a totally cute bear. He's also a little bit grandfatherly.
Lyra is still a little bit on tiptoes.
What does it take?
Well, we have a very dangerous thing. Well, it's not dangerous, an important thing with us, and we know we have a very powerful fiend against us, so I think Lyra is just careful. She's friendly, but well, with that insight, she thinks everything is just fine.
He's just a cute, very large polar bear that's maybe a little bit on the fat side, his wife might say.
Well, it's just staying healthy and warm out here. Well, maybe in a few days you can visit the shrine if you met her there, or I'm not sure if she's visiting you guys. She should be back, if not we failed.
Oh, and he basically lifts his hands, his paws, and you see the really long claws, which are non-retractable. These are almost like ice spikes, but rock climbing is a little bit above my pay grade.
Rock climbing, okay. Awesome.
Well, it's just a ledge that you would have to pass, but it's an overhang, so for me, I mean, when I was younger, of course I tried. My wife says I'm stupid, and she tells me, "You're not 55 anymore, Pop."
Well, but, yeah, we will have to try.
Oh, I'm sure you will be fine. You have thumbs. That helps.
Indeed.
Well, I shall no longer keep you. My wife said not to be too imposing. She knows that I really like speaking. And we haven't had any visitors, so but I've overstayed my welcome. I can see that. I will leave you to it. Good night.
Thank you very much and good night. If we pass here on our way back, we will try to say hello.
Oh, I would love that. I will find you.
Greetings to your wife.
I will pass on the greetings.
Thank you.
Farewell. And he climbs over the lip and walks away.
And Lyra will just turn around, look at me and like, what the heck was that?
Well, you tell me.
We have
You really
food.
attract them, don't you?
I don't know why.
He was nice.
He was, thank goodness. If not, we would be dead definitely in an instant. I don't want to make him angry.
No matter what we encounter, you're always afraid. I get that thing that we saw yesterday, that worm that came out of the ice. But that little cute Yeti cub.
Next time you bring it to Mom, and then we will make a funeral for you. Mm-hmm. I had to double Misty step away from them to save my neck.
I guess I would like to have a pet.
Looking at Darling, well, we can see if we can get something when we're back.
She looks at Darling. Darling is not her pet.
Sure.
Darling agrees.
We could get, well, I don't know, cute little pig, some chickens, or whatever you like. Although we should maybe hopefully have money to... Never mind, one step after the other.
I really do hope that I will get to see maybe a polar bear cub. Maybe not. She looks at you, she realizes no. All right.
Well, if it belongs to them, we might be able to survive it. You always have to remember that next to a small one, hoping that the mom is still there, because I don't want to wish on any little cub that mom is not there. So, moms are usually quite, yes, you know, making sure their cubs are not hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as always, get back to sleep. I will try to keep the watch going, and I will put the rabbit on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
To
She
prepare.
goes back to sleep.
I will take care of a rabbit over fire, but in between still look outside.
Perception
And
check.
I will dream of being home in my bed, and I can just sleep in peace and quiet without being disturbed. 17.
Nothing stirs.
Okay,
No cubs of any kind that you can see.
good.
You hear nothing. Nobody's looking for their mom. Nothing.
Good.
It's quiet. You hear the cackling of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Every so often some fat drips into the flames and it sizzles. Ruto is stirring in his sleep. Min, basically, when she goes to bed, you know that she doesn't dream. So she's basically just really lying down, and then she doesn't stir until she's woken. And Darling basically comes over to you, sits on your lap, demands scritches,
Definitely scritches.
and then she settles down, and she's very affectionate. She really thinks that you need a cuddle.
Lyra will not fight it. I don't think Lyra has the feeling that she needs cuddles, but she will not fight Darling.
Maybe
Because she
Darling
knows
needs
better.
cuddles, but she's turning it around.
So, if Her Majesty wants cuddles, clearly there will be cuddles.
And then the next morning rolls around. The sun is up. You wake everyone.
Yeah, we have, I think, a better breakfast than we had the last days, just because we have something to eat now, and we probably need the strength. And then we make our way up the mountain.
Okay. You make your way up the mountain, and you, after a while, come to the place that he had been talking about. There is an overhang that you need to negotiate. First of all, we all make a does the exhaustion go away overnight?
Oh god, I think you need a long rest, but I'm not sure.
Well, you did have a long rest.
But I'm really exhaustion. Conditions. Blind child. Exhaustion. Finishing a long rest reduces the exhaustion level by 1.
Okay, so you're at 0.
Yeah, and
Good.
Ruto then as well.
Then please make a constitution check. Or save, rather. Oh god, she rolled a natural
I'm
one.
doing... I rolled a 5.
That's
and
also
a
not
natural
good
one.
enough.
No. Come on, Ruto.
She will use luck.
Oh yeah, I will use a lock as well. That's a good point.
When
It's
does
not
luck come
helping.
back?
A long rest.
Okay, then she would be at 2 again, so she uses 1 luck.
Yeah,
And she's
doesn't
gonna
help
try
for me.
this again.
First a natural 1, then a natural 20. That's
She's
impressive.
fine. Let's see how Ruto's doing.
Yeah.
Um,
I will get my 1 exhaustion level back.
Okay, he rolled a 4. He's also at 1 exhaustion again.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
I think at least Lyra would have hopefully agreed with the others that we keep the potions until we are basically on the point of where we have to climb, just to see if we need it and who needs it.
And make a survival check, please.
With disadvantage.
Oh god.
A 3.
You come to the overhang. You need to prepare to climb.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up and she says, maybe I should go first and see how far I get.
Before you do that, I think now is probably a point where we drink the potions.
The 2 of you drink the potions because she doesn't need it.
Yeah, so Ruta and I, at least that I hope that we get rid of the exhaustion.
Yes, you do.
Okay. How high up is the ledge?
Too far to Misty Step.
Okay.
I would say about... It's easily, I would say 30 meters. Well, it's like... So it's basically, we're talking about this. So you basically have to go up and then over. So it's, I would say, maybe 30 meters.
Okay.
How far is Misty Step again?
30 feet, which is not enough.
Okay,
for...
so it's 10 meters.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more than that.
But how do you climb? You can't climb like this.
Oh, you can. She says.
But we will not be able to follow you.
I will be able to help you. I'm gonna take the rope and I'm going to drop it down so that you can climb up.
How long of a rope does the explorer's pack have?
20 feet.
$50.
Oh, 50 feet. In that case, no problem at all.
Okay, good. I have also nothing to help her. Nope. I have nothing to help.
So, she's going to have to take 3 acrobatics checks, and she has to pass 2 of them, DC 15. First one is a 22. Second one is a 26 natural 20. Just for the fun of it, another natural 20.
She's in her element. We are
She
just
really
like...
is in her element. And you can actually see that she is really good at this because you have to imagine she's like a free climber. This is how she gets up there. Mm-hmm. And you can now tell that she is really elegant when she does it. So climbing really seems to be her thing. And basically she then gets up and you see her hang down from the ledge just by one hand, and then she pulls herself up. She's a little bit of a show off.
Okay.
And then she says, I'm gonna throw down the rope.
Well, Ruto doesn't need the rope, technically. He can fly.
Milady, you go first. I will follow.
For this, I'm quite sure I would have had Darling, because doing that climb with a full backpack and a cat sounds like just horrific.
And I think Darling would not have appreciated this.
No.
Yeah.
And then let's try to get up the rope.
Okay, so basically, she says we can do this one of 2 ways. Either, well, first of all, tie the rope around your waist.
I will do that.
Mm-hmm. And then she says, okay, I'm going to pull.
I can just try to climb the rope.
Or you can try and climb the rope. Good thing. Mm-hmm.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Whichever suits you better.
Definitely. I have minus on strength, so acrobatics. Nah, not so really with a 10. It doesn't look good.
Do you want to try again? Use a luck point.
It's not working. No,
okay,
it's
so
not
she
really.
says, well, okay, we have to do this
I'm
differently.
struggling. But she doesn't have strength, so it will not help, because for pulling me up, it's definitely strength. There is nothing dex about it. This is pure muscle. Yeah.
Yeah. Ruto is like, is flying next to you. He's like, Milady, you can do it. Try again.
Let me try and let me just... manipulate, unlock, stove, retrieve. Well, I am weighing more than 10 pounds.
Oh, yes.
There is no discussion about it. How much does a cat weigh?
Ivy weighs 4.5 kilograms. And she's small. She's light. She's a light cat.
Okay.
4 kilograms, so 8 pounds.
So I could at least get Darling up. I just highly doubt you would like that. So, I just need to get like close enough, then I can Misty Step the rest.
Okay. Try again. Are you going to give to somehow get Darling up there?
No, I'll try with her at the moment. Another
but
round.
If you Misty Step, then you can't have her with you.
Oh god, that's true. Okay. We will... I will conjure the mage hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I will put the backpack... empty it or no, I will just I will just like carefully sit or put Darling down, be like, please don't move. I know it's scary, but the mage hand can carry you. And then I will have the mage hand slowly go upwards. Although it's not enough, no, forget it, I can't.
Why?
It has to be within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, but it's 30 feet up. Like, oh, 30. Oh, okay.
And you said it's much higher than 30 feet.
If you climb to half of it, then you would be able to do it. And then you could also misty step.
The thing is, the mage hand is not concentration, so I can still do it, and basically the hand is
Oh yeah,
floating up
she could
next
basically
to me.
float
Yeah.
next to you. Yeah, okay, fine, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Then try again. Make an acrobatics check.
Can I use my inspiration to get
Absolutely.
advantage on the roll? Which will not help probably, but we'll see. Acrobatics. Well, it's an 18.
There you are. You make it up. It was like the third try, but now it's you've basically had to do a couple of, let's say, trial jumps, as they say, and now it is working. You have worked on your technique, and it's you arrive.
And the
up.
mage hand just floats. It goes to the, and then that
And
we can pick up
Ruto is
our
basically flying next to the mage hand and my queen, everything will be fine. I'm pretty sure that once we're up there, there's going to be a snack waiting for you. Everything will be fine. And Darling is kind of looking at him and kind of thinking, you could be my snack.
Yeah, probably like hissing. I could even either my snack or be like, go away.
And you arrive up on the ledge.
And I'm quite sure the ledge, when it touches, it will be last second before the mage hand vanishes, because it's not up for very long. So be like, and I will just basically lie down in the snow. I don't care. Be like, please let us never ever do this again.
Oh, it's fine. Going down is always easier.
Yeah, I can just fall. I can just jump, face plant in the snow.
She looks at you and
Who needs bones?
an insight check. 18. Are you lying or are you being serious?
No, I'm not serious.
Okay. Very funny indeed.
Uh-huh. And then having slowly a look around.
You have a look around. And that's fine. You realize that there is a stone structure. There are walls. There is a gate. And on the walls, you see several of these little pebbly warriors that you saw before.
Okay.
And they're looking down at you. And they all have bows. And we shall leave it here.
Oh god. Okay. So we see a structure, gate with walls, and pebbly people pointing at us.
Yes. And because this is now, to everybody listening, we will take an Easter break. So there's going to be a 3-week break. But as a little Easter egg, you can level up to level 5.
Yay! Maybe yay. I'm not even sure what I'm getting with level 5, but maybe yay.
Well, at least you will be getting more hit points.
Yeah. That is very true. That is very true.
Okay.
We will see what comes out of it. Thank you so much for running the game.
Thank you for playing. I hope you enjoyed it a little.
I always do.
And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment and talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.